Now listen up. A few moments from now, everything you believe about yourself might begin to change. Because the truth is, most people are not living their lives. They are reacting to them. Reacting to emotions, reacting to other people, reacting to circumstances they never chose and never questioned. And slowly, without realizing it, they lose control. Welcome back to Stoic Gateway. This is where we break that cycle. Because Stoicism is not just philosophy. It is a weapon against weakness, a weapon against chaos, a weapon against the version of you that keeps holding you back. And today, we're going to confront something uncomfortable. Something most people spend their entire lives avoiding. You are not as in control as you think you are. Your thoughts shift constantly. Your emotions rise and fall without warning. Your focus disappears the moment something easier appears. And yet, you call this control. As Epictetus once said, no man is free who is not master of himself. Freedom is not doing whatever you feel like. Freedom is not avoiding discomfort. Freedom is discipline. It is the ability to act, even when you don't feel like it. To stay focused, even when your mind resists. To remain calm, even when everything around you is chaos. But here's where most people fail. They wait. They wait to feel motivated. They wait for the right moment. They wait for life to become easier. And that moment never comes. Because the truth is, you will never feel ready. And that's exactly why you must act. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. There is no perfect time. There is only now. And every second you hesitate, you reinforce the version of yourself that stays stuck. Think about that. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you're training your mind to be weak. Every time you avoid something difficult, you are telling yourself, I am not capable. And over time, that becomes your identity. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because identity is not fixed. It is built, moment by moment, decision by decision. And this is where Stoicism becomes powerful. Because it teaches you to separate yourself from your impulses. You are not your fear. You are not your anger. You are not your laziness. You are the one observing them. And that means you have the power to choose. As Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Most of your limitations are not real. They exist in your mind. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of discomfort. These are shadows. And yet, people spend their entire lives running from them. But the Stoic does something different. They walk straight into the shadow because they understand something most people never will. The only way out is through. You don't overcome fear by avoiding it. You overcome it by facing it. You don't build discipline by waiting for motivation. You build it by acting without it. You don't become strong by staying comfortable. You become strong by embracing discomfort. And this is where your transformation begins. Not in some future version of yourself, but right here, right now, in the small decisions you make. Will you scroll or will you focus? Will you avoid, or will you act? Will you stay the same, or will you evolve? Because make no mistake, your life is being shaped by these moments, not the big ones. The small, quiet, everyday choices that no one sees. That is where character is built. That is where strength is forged. And that is where most people fail. Because no one is watching. There is no reward, no recognition, no applause. Just you and your discipline. But this is exactly what makes it powerful. Because when you learn to act without needing validation, you become unstoppable. You no longer depend on others to feel worthy. You no longer need motivation to take action. You no longer hesitate when things get difficult. You move with clarity, with control, with purpose. And this is the Stoic path. Not easy, but powerful. Not comfortable, but transformative. So if something in this video resonated with you, if you felt that moment of awareness, then don't ignore it. Because awareness without action is useless. Take one step, one decision, one action that your weaker self would avoid, and start there. And if you're serious about becoming mentally unbreakable, about mastering your mind and rising above the noise, subscribe to Stoic Gateway. Because this is not just content. This is a system, a way of thinking, a way of living, a way of becoming. And in the next video, we're going even deeper, beyond discipline, beyond control, into the hidden layer of your mind that silently dictates your behavior, your fears, and your limits. The part of you that operates in the shadows. And once you understand it, you will never see yourself the same way again. Stay ready, because what's coming next is where the real transformation begins. This is Stoic Gateway.